About 2 years ago, my best friend died. It was very fast. It was very unexpected. I had spoken to him 2 days prior, and he had gone to the doctors, and everything was fine. And then that morning, he wasn't feeling well. He headed out to work. He turned around. He came back home. He kind of slumped in his car in front of his house, and then he had a hemorrhage and bled out through his mouth. It was really a traumatic death, and it was very upsetting. Immediately afterwards, I came down with the flu. I think it was partially due to the emotional stress. So I had the flu, and it was really bad. I was running temperatures of like 104, achy. I spent all my time in bed. I was taking medication. I had seen the doctor, and I was just drifting in and out of consciousness. And I had my cell phone with me. So when I was conscious, I wasn't up to doing anything, but it's like, okay, I'm going to go on Facebook. I'm going to see what's happening in the world. And, in Facebook you can do, and then you can drift back asleep. It's not problematic to do that. So it was a very low impact thing for me to do. So articles started coming up on Facebook on places that we had gone to. And it was really weird because they weren't ads, they were just features. We had gone to a Chinese restaurant. It was my first time ever at a Chinese restaurant. I was like 15, and he took me to Chinatown, and we went to this authentic Chinese restaurant where they served, little plates of dim sum, and they would bring you the plates, and then they would count up the plates at the end, and you would pay based on how many plates. So it's an old place. It's a really obscure place, though. It's not a place that that you would do a feature on, because there's nothing special about this place. But it came up in my Facebook feed. I kept seeing articles about this place, and I'm like, oh, that's the place that John and I used to go to. And then there was another place. We would go out to eat a lot. And this place was like a Polynesian-themed jungle restaurant where they had tiki platters and Polynesian beverages, or what the American conception of, tiki bar, Polynesian restaurant was. And that came up. And then there was an article about the place where he used to work. There was a cemetery there. There was an article about the cemetery, which was it was an odd cemetery, because it was just a couple of graves, and they dated back to the American Revolution, and they were in the parking lot of what used to be a store and is now a movie theater. So just all these connections to him started coming into my Facebook feed. And it was like he was trying to communicate to me through Facebook Facebook content. And because I was feverish and going in and out of sleep, I became very convinced that because he died abruptly and there was unfinished business, because if you have relationships with people, there's always unfinished business, that he was making an effort to reach out to me and tell me he was okay, or tell me something. I wanted to believe that he was telling me that he was okay, and that he was doing this through Facebook articles. I don't know that is how ghosts communicate with you. I don't know that it isn't, though. So that is my ghost story. Okay, take care.